Hi everyone, this is Nginx, and today I'll show you how to generate SSL certificate with certbot in your dedicated server. This video will be for those running virtual private server, dedicated server, or if you are using a cloud server. But for those who use shared hosting, this video is not for you, since you cannot manage and you cannot run certbot into your server. And I have a documentation here. I recorded to the documentation. For SSL. If you come here after watching a video on how to upload a Java file, a Java project to your AWS web application and run, but after you run in port 8, you have to configure to run in port. After you run in port 88, you have to configure to run in port 80, and it runs successfully. Then you have to point your domain to that IP address so you can access it. We have created a video, and this is the URL or the site, the web application. After pointing to our domain to the IP address was this one. Primary was this one, and our service is running. Our web application is running at this port. And again, we have pointed to this domain. That's why we have encountered here. As you can see here, the URL don't have the request don't go with the secure transport layer, so we have to use secure transport layer. You have to use to use port 443, and that port 443 will add an S here. But if I put an S, you can find it go to a different site, because there is also a site that is managed with Apache, and Apache is forwarding and has looked the site matching. If it can't find the site that match with a server name, then it count at a default site. That's why you see a default site. Here we don't have an SSL site, so we are going to configure with a certbot. I'm going to log in with Apache now. I'll open my CMD here. For those using Linux as a current configuration, you can use current, but the command is the same, since we run the same SSH port in my site running at a certain port, but I have created the batch file that I have to run a single command to log into my Ubuntu server, and this is my Ubuntu server, and if I hosted at this public IP address, and my domain point to that public IP address and the server name. So we go there to the documentation here. I'll show you how find where certbot is. If you can't find a certbot, you go directly to the server here, and find certbot here. We have to install. We have to run this command to install certbot. You run sudo apt install certbot Python certbot Apache for those using Apache, but for those using Nginx and other services, you have to find the command related to that one. But for those using Apache, this is the direct command. You have to run this command to install Apache. I have installed it successfully, so I have to generate all the certificate for it. And the certbot is going to create a virtual host if it is not created by default, provided that you created a virtual host at port 8 and that virtual host have a server name. Otherwise, if you say I don't have a server name, it is going to create a separate with that server name, and the storage is going to be stored at this path, your domain.com. Here will be replaced. You can test the new, and the certbot is a certificate created by certbot auto renew every 3 months. They are generated with a rough span of 3 months. So every 3 months they renew automatic if you install certbot. Certbot manage your certificates. So the same command is this one. I copy to here. You can specify lots of domain. Now I'm going to generate a certificate for this site. If we go to cd, it's Apache 2 sites enabled. You can find it. I'm going to generate a certificate for this file. You can find the file the file for our virtual host is that one. We can look at the file. You can see it is listening at port 80. That is this HTTP port 80, and I have used a reverse proxy to point to my Java application that is running at port this one. So nothing other is for there but this one only. Okay, we can exit. So we are going to run sudo certbot. We have to specify the domain. The domain is shure.store. Now it is creating a certificate file and it's saving the information to the log file is saved. The configuration file have been created successfully. If we enabled by default, if we list the directory here, you can find it. We have 2 files now with shure.store, but one I've been modified the name with this that is created by Let's Encrypt and SSL here. That means this file is for SSL, but the other configuration have been taken from this configuration for which host. We can look at this. And see what inside. You can see everything is the same, but what changed is the port 33. Everything about the reverse proxy is the same, and there is an added certificate path here for a private key and a public for chain, and it has included encrypt option SSL. That is for option SSL, and by default the site is enabled. What you are required to do is to reload sudo system control reload Apache 2. If we go direct to that port now, you can see it run, but it run at a certain point, but it shows that our site is not secure. because it catched at first when we call a request. But if we switch to another browser, you can see our site is secured. You can see sure connection is secure. So here it has been cached, so we have to wait, or we have to clear cache so for it to work. And now our site is valid at port 443, and I host my Java application. For those who want to host a Java application for a best performance in your site, you have to follow my video on how to deploy a Java application and to host it into a VPS server or a dedicated server. And for now, my friend, that is good. But wait, can you help me to subscribe to my YouTube channel? If you find my video useful, you can share it, and you can, if you wish, also you can buy a cup of coffee. You can visit to my site. I have lots of websites, but you can find this site. There is different projects that are available. You can download the project that are available for free. You can also request me to do your project. That is, thanks for watching, my friend.